right, so yeah, things that we want to see from Xbox Live. I think Microsoft has a lot that they can learn from both Steam and PlayStation Plus. I think the one thing that Sony has done really well is that they have made PlayStation Plus something to be excited about. Like every month there's something there that you look forward to, and you're interested in being a part of the service. Where Xbox Live is more like a tax. It's every year it comes up and oh yeah, that's on my credit card bill, I gotta pay that again. You don't really think about it being there. It's this invisible charge that becomes just part of the Xbox experience, and you don't really think about it all that much. It becomes just kind of ingrained in the dashboard.
I said this once before and I'll happily say it again. Xbox Live is the biggest scam in all of gaming, and I'm honestly surprised why people continue to support it. It's a sad state of affairs when you need to pay money in order to fulfill the most basic function of online gaming, which is playing with other people online.
For Steam, I think the one thing that they've done really well there is allowing people to kind of have their profiles and personalization and things like that. So being able to post screenshots and things like that. And I think with Xbox Live going forward in the future, I think it's important for them to be able to have things up there like videos, like your favorite games, things that you can recommend to other people. I think it's important to not only go beyond the friend limitation, 100 friends that we have now, but also, for people like me and other journalists, and I'm sure other people out there that have some slight amount of recognition. It's really frustrating for somebody to send us a friend request, and we don't know whether to add them or not. So I feel like there should be some kind of a follower system as well.
I've actually got a couple things that I'd like to see with the next Xbox Live. First has to do with friends lists. I actually remember with the first iteration of Xbox Live on the original Xbox, friends lists were unique to every game you played. And that's something that I kind of miss, because nowadays, whenever I add people on Xbox Live, I can't remember which game I met them in. I can't remember if they're my real life friends sometimes, like if they've changed their Xbox Live name, because you can pay to do that. Like if there's just some way that you can kind of add either a subtitle, or maybe, here's an idea, what if you just had two types of friends lists? There's like your main friends list, which is universal across all games, and just make every game have their own unique friends list. I think that'd be really handy, and you'd be much more willing to just add someone if they're only gonna bug you in that one game. You'd be like, oh yeah, I played with him twice, I'll totally play with him again. You know what I mean? Instead of adding him to your permanent friends list, and you'll probably never play with him again.
So for the next Xbox Live, I really want to see curation, sort of like the way to be able to find games on Xbox as a way of to really, present things that people really want. I think Microsoft has like this huge digital collection of games, Xbox Live Arcade, indie games, that a lot of people really just don't know about because they really don't push these games. They're really sort of like focusing on your AAA titles. And it's sort of like unfortunate because Sony's come out and already said, hey, we're going to start selling games at like $1 to $5. And Microsoft could easily come out and say, hey, we already have these games. But unfortunately, they just don't do that. It would be great to actually use some of that information that I know they're sucking from my account to tell me what other games out there that I might enjoy, or other people who like the games that I like might enjoy as well. So when I go up on there, I have sort of a personal experience. I sort of have my own sort of like a buyer, if you will, going out, searching through all the games and actually picking out other titles, or even introducing me to titles that I could actually, be interested in. So it's not all AAA titles. You actually give me like a Dishwasher Samurai, or you give me a Dead Pixel, or you give me, a Lead Me's, like a game that people wouldn't necessarily know about, but is out there, and these are really great games. Microsoft should be the company that's known for, selling all these titles, and not for the company that can't sell 1,000 great titles.
I play a lot of multiplayer games on Xbox, and the way that you browse messages or message friends or do any of that kind of stuff while you're trying to play a game is pretty archaic. It's really cumbersome to try to go through all these different blades, hit the center button to bring up your menu, you got to highlight your friend, then you have to press another button, then you have to type stuff out. Yeah, I mean, that's the old way of doing things. I want to see them do something completely new that makes it easy. If I was able to use my phone or my tablet to browse all of the features of Xbox Live while I'm playing a game and just have it on standby as my second screen, that would be the way to do it, in my opinion, and that's what I hope Microsoft is going to do with their next version of Xbox Live.
I feel like people just need to stop supporting it with money and, willfully giving away their hard-earned dollars just to play online. It's ridiculous. I mean, people on the PC have been doing it for free for years, and the PS3 and Wii and Wii U offer it as a standard part of what they offer, which is how it should be.
The other thing I'd like to see in the next Xbox Live probably isn't going to happen, but unlockables that are now in the form of DLC, namely Batman Arkham City, they released a bunch of DLC for that were really cool skins, but you still had to pay for them. I think that would have been cool if you could also unlock those if you did crazy things like get 1,000 points on the game, get every single possible achievement in the game, and you got the Batman Beyond suit or the original animated series suit. So instead of paying $5, you have the option. I think it'd be really cool if Microsoft implemented a system where developers can choose to have DLC unlock if you have a certain achievement. So there will be people that they don't want to do the Calendar Man achievements every holiday of the year, so they'll pay $5 for a skin. But then you'll have the people that are really dedicated, and they'll get every achievement in Batman Arkham City, and they'll unlock all the skins that way. I think it'd be really cool to have the option, especially in today's monetization of free-to-play. You can choose to spend a week doing something, or you can just pay $5 for your convenience. I think there is a really big market there that Microsoft could capitalize on.
I think they need to go beyond the achievement. I think, those things have been really good for incentivizing people to play and to rack up the gamer score and stuff. But I feel like the bragging rights of that have kind of gone away. And I feel like they need to find a way to let people highlight those moments that are really important to them and stick them up there. And so if you actually did get an achievement that wasn't just about spamming your gamer score, if you actually did something that was significant, you could actually show that off to your friends better than you can now.
Some easy things that Microsoft could do would be like including a free Zune subscription on top of player's gold account, or maybe giving out some free games every once in a while. Things that should feel like bonuses on top of what you're paying for already. Certainly paying for online multiplayer should be a given. These guys will only respond to money, so you should definitely speak with your dollars.
They really need to find ways to get more games cross-pollinating between the Xbox and the PC and let players and communities grow between the two systems instead of closing the Xbox off from the PC players.
In my opinion, Microsoft really needs to come strong with some incentive behind paying for a gold subscription, because looking at what the PS4 is doing, look at what Steam is doing currently, it's just not a viable choice for people that really want to save money and get the most out of their experience. So I would say that there definitely needs to be a big change in the future, and people really need to start questioning what they're paying for.